Hey, what's up, guys? I hope everyone's incredibly well. I'm going to dig into the divine masculine's energy here. I'm getting he's not satisfied, and it has to do with the person that he's giving his time to, or I feel like the person he chose to give his time to. And it's like he's constantly thinking about you. He's investing over here, but then I'm getting the words monitoring whatever it is you may be doing. And I'm also seeing that he's not satisfied because he chose somebody else to specifically get some kind of reaction out of you, and he's not getting that reaction. There's no texts from you, there's no subtle posts or memes or anything directed towards the situation. I feel like you guys are calm as a cucumber, and it makes them feel unsatisfied. And I feel like whoever this person is that they chose, that person feels like something's off or something's up, because it's this feeling of like, okay, you know what? I'm going to take you out to this really fancy, beautiful place, okay? And she's like, okay. And they're there. And it's like the connection between them just falls flat because he's constantly thinking about you. She's telling him something, and he's like, sorry, what? Because his mind is in telepathy with you, okay? And he doesn't even realize that he's doing it, but let's say she's looking at the menu. That's an opportunity for him to pull out his phone and quickly just check on something. And it's this strange energy of just, now I feel like two people aren't satisfied, or somebody is starting to feel like, hello, are you there? So this masculine is constantly thinking about you, and I also feel like they're just not satisfied with themselves and the efforts that they're making in another situation, because it's not doing anything. It's not bringing you back. He's seeing it as a game that only he is playing, okay? You guys are in some kind of separation right now, and I feel like whoever you are, Divine Feminine, you are keeping it that way. Okay, you're not even paying any attention to it or paying any mind to it in a way where you're thinking negatively or even wishing like bad upon that situation. It's almost like you know what's going on and you're just allowing things to unfold. Maybe you're allowing your divine masculines to see things for themselves and decide things for themselves. And I'm also hearing you don't budge, whoever you are, divine feminine. So if this was out of I'm going to show you, I feel like somebody wanted to make you act in a certain way or bend the rules, cross the boundaries, and you put them in their place. Absolutely not. And they wanted to show you that, like, I got a dime a dozen type of thing. And a lot of you were like, then scurry along, sir. Why are we still flopping our lips over here? And I feel like they did exactly that. But the energy now is they're not really like vibing with whoever this person is, okay? And nothing phases you, divine feminines. In fact, there's this video I meant to post in the YouTube shorts about Ariel. She was just sitting in the she was just sitting by the doorway looking so sexy and unbothered, and I'm catcalling her in Trini, and she won't bat an eyelash at me, you know? And then there's Maggie Lee, so eager for, like, you know, the attention and affection. So I don't know, I have a feeling you guys are pulling an Ariel here where you're just sexy and you're unbothered. I was hesitant to post it because I was seriously doing some catcalling, but maybe I will after I upload this video. Okay, so let's get into it, guys. Let's get into some more messages here. Okay, what is your masculine feeling for you? What are these constant thoughts about? Okay, so we do have that soulmate energy coming up. And the soulmate energy is, I'm just at home with you. And it confirms that they can run through that dime a dozen all they want to. They could go to Timbuktu, to the Himalayan mountains. There's not going to be anybody like you because it's a soul thing, right? It's who you are on the inside. It's your vibration, your energy that is so scrumdiddlyumptious, okay? So that's why I feel like it could be the prettiest girls that he's out with. He could be trying to make you jealous by taking, the quote-unquote the thing that he thinks will trigger you, the hoity-toity little thing on them. And I feel like, again, it's not phasing you guys, it's not bothering you, because something about you, divine feminine, you know a thing or two about energy, and you know that They can come as pretty as they want to on the outside. Your superpower is in your eye contact. It is in the way that you carry yourself. It is the tone of your voice when you speak. You have a very sensual, kind of dark side of your feminine side that just makes your masculine melt, or it makes them go insane. I'm hearing somebody say like, oh, you make me so wild. Ah, my goodness. Somebody's clenching their teeth thinking about you because you're being so stubborn, okay? But that's what it is. It's like you make them so crazy, and it has nothing to do with the outside appearance. And that's what they're searching for, because again, I do see a lot of these dinner dates and a lot of these outings, and they're bored because they're waiting for these women to try to match, you know, your sassiness or that pepper sauce that the divine feminine has. Many of you could be blunt, you could be outspoken, but I think that a lot of you have worked for that because you carry a level of independence that I feel like that's what he's starting to realize. Like, you don't need him to pick you up and spoil you and wait to be entertained. And there's a boringness as well that I'm picking up on. Like, when he's trying to hold these conversations with other women, it's like absolutely nothing like how you have him sitting at the edge of his seat sometimes, or feeling butterflies in his stomach when you decide to tell him a story, or the way that he's just so engaged waiting to hear what it is you're going to say. You know, I feel like you really make someone feel excited, and they're trying so hard to fight this because their pride is like, nah, she ain't got me like that, bruh. Tell me she ain't got me like that. Okay, but you do, divine feminines. Okay, and it's getting very frustrated here that he is running through all these little games, especially with taking women out. And no matter how pretty them top and top, it had nothing on my tapas, right? We the best grade and thing. Right? So that's what someone's feeling is now, just to quit the games and give this a solid chance, okay? Because I feel like you're not making any moves in their direction, okay? Like I said, you want to go do that, go do that. And they can't figure out why it is you're like this. That's another thing that's making them grin and grill. It's like, how do you have the strength to resist me? Okay? Because whoever he is, I'm hearing that like he probably sits on a lot of money. He's used to getting what he wants because of some level of power that he has in the 3D world, but he doesn't understand your power comes from the spiritual world. That's where that pepper sauce thing comes from, and that's why he can't just match it with anybody. Okay, somebody loves the presence that you bring. Okay, he might be out on like a dinner date with just a woman looking as best as she possibly can, but nobody in the room is staring at her, right? Whereas you, divine feminine, you walk in and it's like all of a sudden the room goes quiet. You have men, women, children staring at you. Okay, there is just something about you that he realizes or knows now that he decided to go on this path of, you know, maybe choosing somebody else or choosing a whole lot of other people. But the intention behind it is what I'm getting, is that he can't get away with it. You know, it's like, if you want to go do that, go do that. But don't do it to try to get a reaction out of me, because you get tired. You waste money, right? So let's see what else he's feeling. Okay, so pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. And I feel like all of these signs is the dissatisfaction that he's feeling. He is not satisfied with these people. The red flags are, okay, how much more money are you going to spend? How much more dates are you going to go on? Okay, this is someone who literally is running around in a circle, and every time they check on you, you're doing something else, or you're doing something new, or I feel like they expect you to quiet down on social media or not post as much, but you guys are going out, you're smiling, you're posting little like snippets of your day, and it's like somebody can't figure out how you're not reacting like the rest of them. I mean, he's used to pulling this game to get what he wants, right? How man crying and thing, ringing down his phone all over the place. But you, it's like there's dead silence, okay? Now, yeah, we have that unrequited love. I am not impressed. There's not enough chemistry, romance, attraction to keep this going. Because you're on a different level, divine feminines, and this is probably why he's frustrated and not satisfied, because he's feeling this from you as you maybe ignore him in some way or not give him a reaction, right? So I feel like somebody's maturing, because this is not how you create chemistry with these games. With this divine feminine, you create unrequited love, because she's not working out of trauma or, she's not going to do this dance with you based off of you trying to trigger her trauma. She dances with her demons. So you really are going to have to truthfully come in a way that meets her on her level. Okay, and I feel too for the divine masculine, some of this maturing has to do with like being in trauma bonds themselves. They're going to have to relearn how to properly create chemistry and attraction by being present and by being confident and by being bold. Okay, a lot of them have this thing about just wanting to maintain control out of insecurity. But I feel like that doesn't vibe with you. You're independent, you're sovereign, you're confident in who it is you are, and that's how you move about. Okay, and I feel like that's what you're demonstrating to your masculine as well, is that, I don't work off of these types of triggers, and I wouldn't expect to be in a situation with you, and then if something were to go wrong, you wouldn't catch me trying to, get in every man's face to try to show that to you. Like, that's not what we're doing here. Okay, we don't squander energy. And I feel like that is why many of you are feeling this unrequited love, because to actually watch him enter into another relationship to try to get your attention or move his way through multiple women, it tells you this is somebody who's not responsible with energy. They don't understand energy. They don't value their time or energy. So that's why there's unrequited love here. Okay, that was a bad move. It was a bad strategy. It shows me that you don't know how to be responsible. So I feel like that is why you guys may be quiet, and that's why he may be just constantly thinking about you, because that level of authority that you asserted, I mean, it makes him feel really attracted to you. And this, it's in this pretty little package of pulling up his socks and feeling like, okay, you know what, the way I'm going about this is just, it's not right. It's obviously not getting the reaction from you that he wants. Okay, and again, I feel too, these women as well are not satisfied, and they themselves are getting tired. A lot of them just say yes so that they can have the free dinner or just be seen with your masculine, maybe get taken on a few little trips, or because a lot of your masculines are like that, they'll pull out the charm, they'll pull out the money, they'll do the whole love bombing thing, and it's very easy for the fish to bite, which is why they engage in it and they do it. But for a lot of you, they got some kind of rude awakening where you did not give them the reaction that they were looking for. Okay, so let's see what their current energy is now. What do they plan on doing? How do they plan on handling the situation now with the constant thoughts of you? All right, there we go. That's what we're looking for. Bit more of the softening up of that energy. Okay, so we do have nurture and compassion. They want you to have compassion for them. I feel like now you're getting to see a side of this masculine as well that slows down, and I'm hearing get the memo. Somebody gets the memo. They're going to have to nurture this connection very, very carefully if they want to see you open up again or even give this a chance. Okay, that is the rude awakening that someone's getting, and it's happening because of just like boredom. Okay, they can't go on another date. They probably don't even want to answer their phone right now. I feel like they've gotten themselves in quite a mess. Just having a whole bunch of these dead end connections, maybe women reaching out to them for answers. Hey, am I going to see you again? Are we going to go out again? What's going on here? He doesn't even want to pick up his phone because, again, all he can think about is you. Okay, so I feel like that's the cycle here that is closing out. If somebody is ready to actually give this a chance, what's going to create attraction again, divine masculines, if you're listening, is to chill, cool it on your own for a while. Okay, you don't want to jump right in this divine feminine's face again, because this separation is happening for a reason. She's got her eye on you, and she's watching the way that you carry yourself and the way that you move. Okay, so if you do want to approach again because you can't help but feel the soulmate energy, everything points to slow down and just pour into this. Okay, this is someone as well who gets kind of irritated and bored when they don't get their own way, but he's hitting a brick wall, which is you may not get your own way and you huff and you puff, but you still go back to just wanting her. So something's got to shift or change. So I feel like somebody is now wanting to approach you with a very soft energy, almost like, okay, I hear you. Can you give me a chance to be a gentleman? I was arrogant. I'm sorry. I see red roses as well. So somebody might want to send you red roses as a way of apologizing or closing out the separation. Or maybe with the red flags thing, it'll create chemistry again, because I feel like whoever you are, Divine Feminine, you require real effort. And if it's not there, you're able to tell. You have the emotional intelligence to tell who is right and who is not. And there is definitely a beautiful, deep connection here that I see the Divine Masculines honoring, okay? Because this whole thinking about you and doing all of these things to try to get your attention, that's been a lot of effort. This has been a lot of time and money spent on one person, okay? So someone's starting to realize, like, the tone here. You're not impressed by what it is they're doing. You're not going to be getting jealous. All you see is somebody that is just running around in circles, exhausting themselves, and it's not attractive. It creates the unrequited love. So, yeah, prepare for them to really just kind of bunker down right now. Like, you might see them slowing down on doing all of that stuff, not answering their phone, and maybe just focusing on work more, fitness. I feel like somebody just wants to show you that, okay, I'm going to be on my own for a while. And then you guys are going to get a proper offer coming in that's more aligned with what you expect. All right, so I am on Hipsy. If you guys would like to chit-chat about your journey, I offer one-to-one sessions where we can talk or text. And if you guys want to join the memberships, make sure you hit that join button. There could be a part 2 in there if you guys like the more sensual readings. I offer the 18+ ones on there, okay? I love you guys. Take it easy, and I'll catch you in the next check-in. Bye, guys.